No, we can do better than that. Let's go.
Are you tired of dealing with the gas prices today? Are you tired of your car only getting 20 miles to the gallon or only 15? So am I. I want to show you guys a car that'll get you to point A to point B and not break your bank. Let me show you this. This is a 2010 Honda Fit. Coming from our Japanese brothers, the Honda line has been fantastic. This is my first Honda vehicle. I've always kind of thought they were kind of ricey, I guess. But I bought this a few months ago, actually, probably about a year and a half now. We've had this in our life, and Ashley uses it to go back and forth to work. And let me tell you what, this car gets on average between 35 and 40 miles to the gallon. How does it do it? I don't even know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought this car was a piece of junk when I got it. And I only had to put a few dollars into it, and that's only for oil changes. Got 166,000 miles on it, rocking a 5-speed manual transmission, and that reliable 1.5 liter inline 4 engine. And you know what? It's got VTEC. You heard me. I'm gonna say it again for the boys in the back. It has VTEC.
More power! VTEC just kicked in, yo!
And it's funny when you get into it, you can hear it. But I love this little car. And it's honestly done everything and then some. We've taken it on road trips. She drives it for hours. No issues with this little car. We got it used and probably it only cost me, I think, at the time, like $1,500. I know the market for these cars is kind of different nowadays, but you can get one between $2,000 and $10,000. That's kind of the market. Kind of a large span of money there, but you can find them on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, any kind of private listing like that, and try to get a good deal on these cars. I personally think this might be the best vehicle ever made. Okay, I love my truck, and I love the Toyota, but this is a fantastic car. It's zippy, and when I mean by zippy, I don't mean it's fast, but it's faster than my truck. Gets great gas mileage, and we hauled both mountain bikes in the back of it. The rear seats completely lay down, and you have this giant platform to haul whatever you want. I think up to a 60-inch TV would fit in the back of it, honestly. You can take it camping. You can do almost anything with this vehicle that you can do with anything else and get great gas mileage, and it's reliable. We live in PA. The winters get nasty up here. She drove back and forth to work in inches of snow, like, I don't know, the one day we had like 10 inches of snow, she did fine. I have some good winter tires on it and some steel wheels, but let me tell you what, this car cannot be stopped. The only reason why I'm making this video is because I love this car so much, and I know it's rusty and it's dented up and it's not a good looking car, but it's a great car. Having something you can just get into and book across the country in, and you just kind of know it's going to be reliable, even though it's old and kind of beat, that's a cool feeling. And you don't really get that with many other vehicles, especially the new ones, because you don't want to beat on them. So I'm going to highlight some of the details about this car, kind of show you guys that there are options out there if you're feeling backed into a wall with gas prices. I know it's getting bad out there. They keep going up. I don't really drive my truck too often. I work from home, so that doesn't bother me. But she drives to work and she drives that. It gets 40 miles to the gallon. And it costs, I think, $30 to fill it up. and you can't beat it. And rocking the 5-seat transmission is just a bonus on that because it's actually fun to drive at that point. These cars have a giant community that I wasn't even aware of until I bought the car and started looking into some different stuff. Big community out there for the Honda Fit crew. In my opinion, I think the Honda Fit is the best vehicle to own to try to beat these gas prices. Other than like a little bike like a Honda Grom, but if you're looking for a vehicle that can get around in most of the seasons, haul your family because it's got 4 doors and honestly the back seats are big enough to haul. I had my dad in the front seat and Ashley in the back seat of it, and we were fine, like we were comfortable. You can put the back seats down, haul things. Like I said, we hauled 2 full-size mountain bikes. I had to take the wheels off, but honestly the wheels I can put back on in like 2 minutes. So we put mountain bikes in the back of it, drove around, went to a trail, undid it. It was great. Everything I could do with my truck, I can almost do with my Honda Fit, which is kind of strange. Now I don't tell you like take your Honda Fit back into the woods or anything, but for what I use my truck for, I mean, I only got a 5-foot bed, so realistically I'm not hauling too big of stuff that I couldn't fit in the Honda Fit or strap to the roof, because honestly I don't care about the roof of my Honda Fit. I'll just strap something to the top of it and let it get scratched. Yeah, if you guys are looking for one of these, if you guys are having trouble with gas, please do not sleep on the Honda Fit. This thing is amazing. The maintenance cost is so low. It's actually not bad to work on. I've had to work on it a little bit. I had to change the front sway bar bushing, and that wasn't even that hard. Really great car, even for your first car. If you're looking for a first car, highly recommend the Honda Fit. I never liked Honda, and this little car has opened up my heart to the Honda community, and I might be a Honda boy now. When I first started getting into cars, I only cared about like Subarus, BMWs, Toyotas, and like that was it. That's all I liked to buy. And then I just on a whim, I had an old Subaru that a guy wanted, and I was kind of like my beater car. He's like, I'll trade you this for that. I was like, well, whatever. I was gonna sell it anyways, but your Honda Fit's cool. I'll probably just sell it. It'd be easier to sell than a beat 98 Subaru Forester. I ended up trading them, and I fell in love with this little thing. The moment I drove it, I'm like, this thing's awesome. It's got a 5-speed, it's zippy, good on gas. And then I ended up giving it to Ashley so she could have a daily beater, and it's kind of more of a daily, it's kind of not a daily beater at this point. It's more of just her car, and that's what she likes to drive. She loves it too. For anyone interested, some specs on our 2010 Honda Fit. We have the 5-speed manual. We have the 1.5 liter inline 4 engine, making a whopping 117 horsepower. Don't you laugh about that, because let me tell you what, this bad boy redlines at 6,800 RPM, and she's a screamer. Once that VTEC baby kicks in, it's ready to go. Weighs about, I think, 2,400 pounds, between 2,400 and 2,600 pounds. So it's light. So at 117 horsepower, you can really feel it, to be honest. That's basically the base specs of it. It's front wheel drive, engine in the front. This is a family, compact, economy car, but I love it. Now guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're looking for a cheap beater car to get around and beat these gas mileages, do not sleep on the Honda Fit.